Hello students, good morning. Myself Menka Shukla and I am going to teach you English 1. The topic is the sentence. When a group of words make a complete sense, we call it a sentence. Again I repeat, when a group of words make a complete sense means its meaning, we call it a sentence. From example I am going to explain you. First one is blue the sky is. Second, in set a sea corner. Do this group of words make any sense? Do this group of words make any sense? No, it is not. You read blue the sky is. What? It is the full meaning sentence? No, it is not. It never give any meaning of this sentence. In set a sea corner. Again, this sentence is also not giving a complete sense, complete meaning. Now I look at the same group of words again. Okay. First one is the sky is blue. The second is the sea set in a corner. This both sentence is giving a full meaning, full sense. The sky is blue. The example is the sky is blue. And second one is sea set in a corner. When we read this sentence, the sentence give a full meaning, full sense. So the group of words makes a complete sense. This group of words make a complete sense, so they are called a sentence. So they are called sentence. Now I am going to tell about a parts of a sentence. Parts of a sentence. Subject and predicate. Subject and predicate is a part of a sentence. These two, subject and predicate, is called a part of a sentence. The person or thing we speak about, the person or thing we speak about is called the subject. From example, I am going to explain you. The elephant has a long trunk. Second one is the little girl is mopping the floor. Third one is the boy is singing a song, and last, birds fly. This fourth sentence is an example of subject. Here, the subject of a sentence is that part which name the person or a things. The thing we speak about. The subject is generally a noun or pronoun. Students, I taught you already that what is subject. In short way, I explain you that a noun or a pronoun. We say noun or a pronoun is a subject. From example, this I am going to explain you. The elephant has a long trunk. Okay. Here the elephant has a long trunk. The elephant is a subject. Subject because it is a noun. The elephant has a long trunk. In this sentence, the elephant is a subject. The little girl is mopping the floor. The little girl is a subject. The boy is singing a song. The boy is subject. And birds fly. Birds is called subject. These four, the elephant, the little girl, the boy and the birds are called subject because it denotes a noun or a pronoun. Okay. The predicate of a sentence is that part. Again listen, the predicate of a sentence is that part which tells something about the person or thing we speak about. Listen very carefully. We speak about means the predicate of a sentence is that part which tells something about the person or thing we speak about. For example, Gandhi ji was respected by all people. Birds live in nest. Saloni is my best friend. And last, the postman brings us letters. In this sentence, I am going to explain you which part is called the predicate. Gandhi ji was respected by all people means that we already know that the subject is noun or pronoun and always subject is first. Always. Generally the subject is first. Gandhi ji is a subject. Okay. We know that Gandhi is subject, and the second part of the sentence is called predicate. Listen very carefully. The second part of the sentence is called predicate. What is said about the Gandhiji is a sub-predicate. Is called predicate. Was respected by all people is predicate. Okay. The bird live in nest. Bird, we already know bird is subject, and what is talking about the word is called predicate. Live in nest. This part is predicate. Saloni is my best friend. Is my best friend is predicate. The postman brings us letters. Brings us letters is predicate. Students, always remember that the second part of the sentence is called the predicate. Second part of the sentence is called the predicate, and the first part is generally the subject. First part is called the subject. Okay, now you understand that what is the parts of a sentence. Parts of sentence is a subject and predicate. Sentence has two parts. First one is subject and second is predicate. Subject generally come first, and the second part of the sentence is called predicate. From example, already I explained you. First one is the elephant has a long trunk. Here the elephant is a subject and has a long trunk is a predicate. The little girl is mopping the floor. The little girl is subject. Is mopping a floor is predicate. Here the boy is singing a song. The boy is subject and is singing a song is predicate. Birds fly. Bird is subject and second is fly is called predicate. Already I explained you what is subject and predicate. Now you have to learn this, that what is sentence and with example and parts of sentence. With example you have to learn and write in copy. This is your homework. Okay everyone. Now thank you. Students, I have ready some questions, so please see very carefully and do it. It is exercises. Say whether, this is question about, say whether the following sentences are assertive, interrogative, imperative or exclamatory. First one is how kind she is. You have to say which type of sentence is this. Second one is please take me to the market. Third one is where is the aeroplane? Shut the door. What a noisy class. Where do you live? Please show me your watch. And last, do not tell lies. These all 8 sentences I made it for you. So please see carefully and do it nicely. Friends, now I am going to explain you kinds of sentence. This is for class 3 and 4. There are 4 kinds of sentence. First one is declarative sentence or an assertive sentence. Second one is interrogative sentence. Third one is imperative sentence. Fourth one is exclamatory sentence. We know that sentences differ in their nature. Some are informative, some are questions, some are convey order, advice or request. So now I explain about these 4 kinds of sentence one by one. First one is declarative or an assertive sentence. A sentence that states or declares something is called declaration or assertive sentence. This sentence ends with a full stop. For example, Geeta is a good teacher. Second one is the earth moves around the sun. This sentence declare a fact. Fact means it tells about Geeta, that what she is. She is a teacher. It's tell about fact about someone or something. A statement give us some information about someone. And second one is the earth moves around the sun. It is a fact that earth move around the sun. So this sentence clarify a fact about a sentence that states or declares something is called declaration or an assertive sentence. This sentence end with a full stop. Always this sentence at the end we mark full stop. And second one is interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence. A sentence that asks a question is called an interrogative sentence. All interrogative sentences end with a question mark. Again I repeat, all interrogative sentences end with a question mark. For example, who has broken the chair? Where is the globe? These sentences are asking or inquiring something from us. These sentences want to know something about chair or globe. About chair, that who has broken, and about globe, where is the globe. It means that it asks question about chair and globe. So it is called interrogative sentence. Third one is imperative sentence. A sentence that expresses a command, a request, or an advice is called an imperative sentence. An imperative sentence ends up with a full stop. For example, get out, please help me, do not waste your time. These three examples show us about order, request, and advice. First one is get out. It means that I am giving order to someone. It is called order sentence. Second one is please help me. It means that I request something for someone. And third one is do not waste your time. I give advice to someone. So these three examples show that a sentence that expresses a command, a request, or advice is called an imperative. And last, exclamatory sentence. A sentence that expresses some strong or certain feelings of happiness, sadness, or surprise is called exclamatory sentence. All exclamatory sentences end with a sign of exclamation. Again I repeat, a sentence that expresses some strong or certain feelings of happiness, of sadness, or surprise is called an exclamatory sentence. This sentence always ends with a exclamatory marks. Okay? Now I explain with these examples. First one is what a beautiful rose. Second one is hooray, tomorrow is a holiday. Alas, we lost match. These examples first one is about appreciation. I appreciate a rose, that what a beautiful. And second one I express about joy. Hooray, tomorrow is a holiday, about happiness. And third one I express about sorrow. Sorrow means sadness, that alas, we lost the match. So these three examples show the exclamatory sentence, that a sentence that expresses some strong or sudden feeling of happiness, sadness, or surprise is called an exclamatory sentence. Now this all that I taught you, it is all about standard 3 or 4 classes. So please learn it and read it nicely. Thank you.